All right. Welcome everyone to our Live Healthy Longer class. I am very excited to share with you some of the brand new revolutionary products and techniques that have been studied for some time now, and how to help improve your health span, your longevity, so that you can enjoy more of your life in all the years that you're living. So my name is Mandy Sommers. I am an essential oil specialist. I have been teaching about the power of essential oils and natural solutions for 11 years now. And I absolutely love what I do. What I do changes people's lives, which brings me so much joy and fulfillment. Now, I have been teaching for, like I said, the last 11 years, and I have been doing all of this from the comfort of my own home while raising my children, which I have enjoyed so much. Now, I would love to know in the comments how old people think I am, because a lot of times people, when I tell them about my kids, they're like, oh my goodness. So I have a 22-year-old, a 21-year-old, an 18-year-old, and a 16-year-old. And I have been so blessed to be their mom. I was not a teenage mom. There's no problems with that. But a lot of times people are like, how old were you when you had kids? I was in my 20s. And so I'm really grateful for products that help me to feel young, look young, and have energy. And I know as we grow old and we begin to age, that we can have a lot of different issues that we run into, right? And so in today's presentation, my goal, my hope, my mission is to help you leave this class feeling like you can live healthy longer. In today's society, we're going to talk about some of the statistics that come along with health and wellness. And truly, to me, it's staggering the amount of healthcare that we have and the amount of resources that we have, yet the lack of overall wellness that our society has. So I have a question for each one of you. If you're watching online, or if you are on Zoom, you've joined us on Zoom, welcome to everybody online. Welcome to everybody who's joined us on Zoom. I'm curious, and I would love for you to put a 1 in the comments if you feel like over the past 30 years, we as an American society have gotten healthier. Put a 1 in the comments if you think we've gotten healthier. Put a 2 in the comments if you feel like our society is getting sicker. If you feel like we are possibly, even though we've got modern advances that help, are we getting sicker? Now, we've got a couple 2s in the comments. Yes, I actually, as I've gone through and I've taught this health and wellness message, I feel very strongly that we are definitely going the wrong direction. And part of that has to do with modern medicine. So what this class is not, is hopefully it's not a bash on modern medicine. I am a stroke survivor. Thus, modern medicine did help to save my life. And in emergency situations, we actually have one of the top medical systems in the world. One thing to note is that here in America, we spend more on healthcare than any other nation. And the staggering part about that is, even though we spend more on healthcare than any other nation, we are not the healthiest nation in the world. And that to me was shocking. When I found that out, I was like, oh dang, like that is not a good thing. If it was any business, and you went in and you said you have the most money, and actually we have the most money by almost double spent on healthcare, you would expect that business to be a top performer. And sadly, for longevity, for long-term health, we are not even in the top 10 in the world. And so clearly there is some sort of a disconnect when it comes to our health and our longevity, our health span, and how we're treating our bodies. So in this class today, my goal, my mission, my hope is that you can leave this class feeling like you know what it takes to help improve your health beyond just weight management, right? Does anybody feel like, put a 3 in the comments if you feel like there's so much out there focused in on weight management, when really our body as a whole is more than just what we weigh. There are so many intricate parts to it. And we have not been taught as a society truly how to go in and to nourish our entire body. We're hyper focused on some areas and they don't always connect. So I love starting out this class with just this question. Are you ready to live your most powerful life? And if you're ready, put a 5 in the comments. I like 5 because it feels like a star to me. I'm ready to live my most powerful life. And that's one reason why I'm so passionate about teaching about the power of wellness. And so as we go through this class, I'm just going to walk you through step by step some studies and techniques that you can use, and even some tools that you can use to help with that longevity. Let me just make sure I've got my chat pulled up. Welcome, everyone. It's so good to see you here. I love it. Awesome. So as I teach this class tonight, I want to invite each one of you to think about what you're passionate about. And if my message resonates with you, I would love to connect with you. If you're interested in learning how to do what I'm doing, I have been teaching, like I said, the power of essential oils for the past 11 years. I've been able to completely replace all of our income just teaching wellness and essential oils to the world. And I can do it from the comfort of my own home. This has given me the ability to raise my children, to be present for their big milestones and events in their lives, but it's also given me a sense of purpose. And the interesting thing about that is my kids just all went to college, all but one. And I thought I was going to be devastated, right? All I ever wanted to be when I grew up was a mom. Like that was like my plan. When people were like, what do you want to be? A teacher, a doctor? I was like, I just want to be a mom. And what I've loved about this is I love being a mom, but when they grow up and do what they're supposed to do and like leave the coop and create their own lives, I feel very fulfilled in knowing that I have been a wonderful mom. I'm still a mom, but I also have this passion-driven work that I'm a part of. And I'm actively looking for business partners. So if this message resonates with you and you would love to be mentored by me, and I can help you grow an essential oil business, I would be honored and I would love to be that person for you. So let's get started and talk about how to live a powerful life. So our goal for today is to talk about how metabolism works. And to really have you think, like, is your metabolism controlling you, or are you controlling your metabolism? We often think of metabolism as a weight management process that really that's part of it, but there's more to our metabolism than that. I want my other goal is to help you understand why the world needs a metabolic health awakening. And I'm hoping that you'll walk away knowing the difference between a health span, biological aging, and metabolic health, and even a lifespan. A lot of times we talk lifespan and we don't really make that connection between our health span and our lifespan. And then finally, I am hoping that you walk away seeing some amazing new revolutionary tools. These are products that are brand new, that have patent pendings on them. There's no other product like them on the market right now that can help extend your health span as well as really improve your metabolic health. So as we go through, I always, in any class that you come to of mine, I want you to really take a self-assessment of what is preventing you from living your most powerful life. If you've been to my essential oil classes, you know I ask, what are your top 3 health concerns? I always like to start with these questions because as we can do a self-assessment, we can see where and how we can improve in the future. So what's keeping you from living your most powerful life? Do you need more energy, more sleep? Do you feel like you're carrying around excess weight, or maybe you can't put enough weight on and that's the struggle? Do you feel like you're battling moods? Are you feeling extra stressed, which can lead to a lot of these health concerns that we have? Stress and sleep and weight management are three of the things that I feel like are holding our society hostage. And then finally, cognitive clarity. A lot of times people feel like they're walking around in this fog. In fact, put an 8 in the comments if you've ever felt like you have brain fog and you are having a hard time really finding clarity of mind. And it could be that that's because of stress or anxiety that you're taking on because of the things that are going on in your life. And so, yeah, we've got some 8s here. I know for me, I have experienced lots of brain fog as a stroke survivor. Obviously, my brain has had to work a little overtime to put my body back together. And so what does it mean to live your most powerful, best life? I know for me, as I've thought through this, there are a lot of important things that I want. I want to feel energetic. I want to feel clear. I want to feel strong. I want to feel empowered. And so when you're kind of rating yourself, 1 means that you need improvement. 10 means that this area is holding you back right now. And so just kind of do a self-assessment with that. Now, as we go on, this is actually our wellness pyramid that we teach in doTERRA. And our wellness pyramid, often in today's society, is actually upside down. And this is one reason why our healthcare system is toppling, in my opinion. If you think of this, our proactive medical care is at the top of this pyramid. But often when we start to feel off or we don't feel good, what do? We run to the doctor and we get on a medication. The problem with that is there are all these foundations that we're skipping. So we're building our pyramid, we're upside down on this little tiny portion of something that we don't have a ton of control over. I am guilty of this, and I'll tell you, 13 years ago, I started feeling off. Have you ever felt off before? I have felt off before. So I was feeling off and I went to my doctor and I was like, I just don't have the same energy. I'm tired all the time. And plus, I'm starting to lose my vision. And at that point, I'd only lost my vision 2 times. It was over the span of 2 months. It was for 15 minutes at a time. And it was almost like the world would close in and then it would open up. So instead of really assessing, have I reduced my toxic load? Am I getting enough stress and rest? Or am I getting enough rest and am I managing my stress? What is my movement like? Now I'll tell you, I was very active at the time. I was a triathlete and I thought that what I was doing with that was amazing. I was just like, I'm a triathlete. I'm super healthy. I'm in a good weight, but I was missing a portion of the nutrition and digestion. I wasn't hydrated enough and I wasn't fueling myself enough. So when I looked at this pyramid, I was doing really well here and I was doing well here. And that was it. Everything else I was not doing well in. In fact, my stress was off the hook. And that led me into a huge medical emergency, which was my stroke. And when I had that stroke, my doctor said the number 1 cause of stroke. Does anybody have a guess of what the number 1 cause of stroke is before I say it? So there's 1 and 2 things that are very highly indicative that you might be on the verge of having a stroke. And yes, Judy's right, stress. He actually said 85% of strokes can be prevented just by managing our stress. Now, I want you to think about that. This is a neurologist who is not an essential oil enthusiast. And after I got out of the ICU, he sat down with me and he said, you are 33 years old. We need to have a talk. He was like, this is unacceptable. You need to manage your stress. I thought, because really, I think the world programs us to think that our busy lives are meant to be stressful. There's a lot going on. And if you're going to be a good mom, you're going to be all over the place, all the things. In all actuality, that was killing me. And I'm lucky that I came out of that, able to function again. And so when I talk about like these things tonight, when I say that these are like what I do changes people's lives, it literally changes people's lives. At the time, I went to the proactive medical care. My primary care physician, basically within 2 years, everything kept getting worse, diagnosed me as malaise. I ended up having a stroke. And my neurologist, after reviewing my chart, said, all of these things were signs that you needed to change the habits that you had in your life. And when I still remember it like it was yesterday, I was sitting in the ICU. He came in, it was right before he released me. And he said, I can send you home on medication for the rest of your life. Now, that is how most of the medical world works, right? You come in and you leave with multiple medications. And he said, or you can make a choice today that you're going to learn how to take care of your body. Now, I'm so lucky that I had a doctor that was willing to have that hard conversation with me, right? Like most people don't get that, this is a turning point for you. Most people get sent home on multiple medications. And I'm so grateful. And guess what? To this day, I have no prescriptions. I'm prescription free, which blows so many doctors' minds. They're just like, whenever like my husband has a couple of best friends that are doctors, when we talk to them, they're like, you really should be on blood thinners. And maybe eventually I will be because of the things that I have. But I am doing everything I can in these areas of my life. And I am monitoring that with a doctor's help so that I can live my most powerful life without the side effects. Okay, now that you kind of know a little bit about me and how passionate about this I am, we here and what I do for a living is I teach people how to take natural solutions to help with every single part of this pyramid. When you can bring natural solutions in, you can truly up-level your wellness. So let's talk about what is metabolic health. This is something that, a lot of times we talk metabolism, we think something, but I want you to think of this as a little bit broader. Good metabolic health means your body can digest and absorb nutrients from food with healthy, stable levels of blood sugar and blood fat and insulin. So fluctuations in these levels, they are natural. But it is important to avoid big spikes, which then can contribute to unfavorable long-term health issues. So let's talk about the pillars of metabolic health. And this is very interesting when you think about, I want you to just to think, your health concerns that you have. Do you think that healthy eating, daily movement, healthy connections, stress management, and smart supplementation could help with them? This is what my doctor actually recommended to me. When I had my stroke, he was like, you need to change how you're living your life. And it's beyond just using essential oils. And I was not a huge oil person back then. I was just getting into health and wellness at the time. I was just being introduced to like natural modalities. But I'm so thankful that he said that, because I realized there's more than just saying or quitting life to help manage stress. You don't have to quit life to manage stress. There are tools and techniques that we have. There are smart supplementation products that we can use that will help us to manage stress, to move daily, to eat healthy, to have healthy connections. There are so many great things that we can do. There are awesome products to help us eat healthy and to even get our daily movement in. So what does optimal metabolic health look like for each one of us? First, more energy so we can keep up with our kids, our social life, our grandkids, just our friends, more stamina throughout the day so that we can ditch caffeine, we can curb cravings, And we can improve our endurance. We can have clearer minds so that we can truly like work through problems and solutions around us, and looking and feeling great, right? We want to look and feel great, but more importantly, we want to look and feel great from the inside out. So, how is your metabolic health? We all want to look, feel great, to be less stressed, to eat healthy, daily movement. We want to do these things. We're going to talk about a metabolic health awakening. And I want to know if you're surprised to know that under 7% of the adults in America have optimal cardiometabolic health. Under 7%. So what that means is out of every 13 out of every 14 Americans have suboptimal metabolic health. And many people don't even realize it. It's like me when I was a triathlete, thinking I was super healthy. And guess what? I had a stroke, right? So it's important that we know our biomarkers for our blood pressure, for our blood sugar, for our cholesterol. This is so much easier to do nowadays than it was 50 years ago, which is crazy why we're not healthier, because we have so much more information at our fingertips available to us that we can grasp on and learn from. The problem is that we are seeking solutions to our problems in areas, in ways that we don't necessarily won't help us. So there are these markers that I was talking about: blood sugar, blood pressure, cholesterol, healthy weight, your family history with cardiovascular health. These are the health markers reviewed in a study of 55,000 US adults, and they can predict future quality of lifespan. So let's talk metabolic health and aging. Do any of you know somebody who, like, maybe you go to a class reunion and you see people and you're like, they have not aged a day in your life, and you're like, they look 50 years older, even though they're only supposed to be 20 years older. We all age differently. So different people can appear different ages on not only a physical level, but also on a cellular level. So it's important to know our biological age. Biological age is measured by how young your cells appear based on how healthy they are, or how they behave, essentially. Just as our outward appearance doesn't always represent our numeric age, a lot of times people are like, there's no way you're in your 40s to me. I am. I'm halfway through my 40s and I'm proud of it. Our cellular health doesn't always look the same. So what we want to improve the longevity of our life is to help our cells look and feel younger. So there's actually some really great news. When you take control of your metabolic health, you also slow the signs of biological aging. You extend your health span, which we're going to talk about. And this is something that is absolutely amazing. I actually want to share this video with you. In fact, I need to stop sharing and then I need to reshare. This is one of my favorite doctors. His name is Dr. Osgothorpe, and he is a fantastic, okay, I don't know why that's telling me I can't, but let's just see. He's a fantastic doctor. He was actually at our primary children's hospital here in where I live in Utah. He has his medical degree in infectious diseases, and but he worked at a pediatric level. So anyways, I'm going to turn this on and have you watch him talk about health span versus lifespan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Russell Osgothorpe, and I'm so thrilled to talk with you about health span. Just to be clear, health span is not the same thing as lifespan. Lifespan is the number of years we live, whereas health span is the number of years we live healthy. Now, I know that many of you have seen this graph several times, but it is so important to our understanding of the MetaPower system that I'm going to go into greater detail than we ever have before. Because if you understand this graph, you'll take MetaPower the rest of your life and be able to share it more effectively with others. If we consider our lifespan, the number of years we are alive, on the horizontal axis here, and our health span, the quality of our cognitive and physical performance on the vertical axis here, we can draw a curve that represents what naturally happens to our health span as we age, shown here in gray. However, the reality is we live in an incredible time where medicine and science can extend our lives. This dark blue line represents what happens when we use the best of medicine to try and manage issues related to a poor lifestyle. As these interventions improve our numbers, like blood sugar, blood pressure, and lipids, we can gain a modest amount of health span and lifespan. But what is staggering to me is how little benefit is derived from decades of this type of management. Look how close that blue line is to the gray line. It's incredibly minimal. As we near the end of our life on the blue line, you can see how through heroic use of life-extending medical technology, we can extend an individual's lifespan by a few years. But look at the quality of life that person is experiencing. Our lives might be extended by these heroic medical efforts, but one could argue that they are not enriched. Finally, let's look at the orange line. This is more typical for master athletes and people stacking healthy lifestyle habits consistently throughout their lives. What is most impressive about this group of people is that health span and lifespan can both be significantly improved. People who optimize their metabolism through daily exercise, diet, relationships, stress management, and of course smart supplementation can not only potentially live longer, but add life to those years. Here's my dream, my why for my health span. Well into my 90s, I want to be able to spend a day, many days, out fly fishing with my posterity. I'd be able, on any of those days, to back my truck down the ramp, unload my drift boat, launch that boat, and then row that boat myself all day long. Watch my kids and posterity catch boatloads of fish. And then at the end of my life, I'd go home from a day of fishing, enjoy dinner with my family, and peacefully pass away in my sleep. That would be a health span that matches or equals my lifespan. Let me show you how that works. Let's assume that here on the vertical axis, we have 100% quality of cognitive and physical health during young adulthood. Now let's draw a line across this chart at 50% function. This is the stage of physical and cognitive health span where we are still capable of caring for ourselves, still living independently. We might not be running a 10-minute mile anymore, but we are probably able to walk a brisk 15-minute mile without difficulty with our kids or grandkids. Said differently, above this line, you can still do the things you want to do, although you might notice slight declines in your performance as you age closer to that 50% line. Below this line, living independently becomes more difficult due to cognitive decline or having enough physical strength and stamina to perform our daily activities. Now, if we continue that line at 50% function across the chart, look at where it intersects the blue line versus the orange line. This is what you need to understand. Look at what you can gain when you optimize your metabolism. Look at those years, but more importantly, look at the life that is added to those years. Currently, in North America, toward the end of our lifespan, we spend about 8 years, sometimes as many as 15 years, dealing with challenges that take away our quality of life and lower our health span. We can't always have a health span that lines up perfectly with lifespan, but we can certainly do better. Our lifestyle choices can extend our health span, full stop. When we combine a mindful and consistent approach to our diet, movement, stress management, relationships, and smart supplementation, we can maximize all the efforts we make in improving our lifestyle and then reap the benefits for all of our years to come. There are no magic paths to achieve this goal of prolonged health span. It will require serious effort by teams of caring and coordinated people. That is what we excel at. Have you helped people change their lives with doTERRA essential oils? MetaPower will now allow you to impact not only individual lives, but generations. Here's the even better news. It does not matter where you are on the curve or how old you are when you start. Any lasting efforts made by an individual to make improvements in their lifestyle will reap tremendous benefits for years to come.
Awesome. Thank you, Dr. O. Oh my gosh, I could listen to him for so long. I love learning from him. And really this chart of lifespan versus health span was really eye-opening to me. And a lot of times, like for someone like me who had a stroke, I really felt like my health span declined very quickly in my 30s. And guess what? I was able to gain health span back because of the natural choices that I made. So no matter what your age, what your condition, when you start using smart supplementation, managing your stress, and really dive into the meat of this, you will be able to improve your health span as well. So let's talk a little bit about just a few things. How do we close that gap between lifespan and health span? Even for average healthy people, age markers begin to show in about our 20s. So by the time you reach 50 years old, your body is producing about half of the NAD plus it was when you were 20. So you might be thinking like what I was. Well, what is NAD plus? NAD plus is responsible for two types of reactions in the body. Number one, metabolic function, which converts food and nutrients into cellular energy. And number two, cellular integrity, which protects your cells, basically their energy factories. So because NAD plus levels steadily fall as you age, there are important implications to metabolic function and negative effects on the DNA that snowball as NAD plus levels decline. So what does this mean for us? Basically, as you age, so does your metabolic function, which plays a key role in your cellular wellness. And because your metabolism influences your weight and your body composition, your energy, even your cognitive performance, to close this gap between lifespan and health span, you really must take control of your metabolic health. So let's talk about some of the obstacles that come from that. We have to overcome 4 obstacles to metabolic health. First is maturing fat cells. Second is cellular integrity. Third is spikes in our blood sugar that are already in normal range. And fourth is inferior supplements. And, I talk a lot about inferior supplements. For instance, essential oils. It's like you would never go into a grocery store and buy bruised and like gross bananas, right? You always want the best. And so why are we choosing bruised and gross supplementation? So we need to really up level to smart, high quality supplementations to fuel our bodies. So are you excited to hear about solutions? In this presentation, I'm going to give you solutions for all 4 of these, and we're going to jump right in. Let's go to our doTERRA MetaPower system. This is our brand new revolutionary system, guaranteed. There is no other system out there like this. And what I love about this system is it's all natural, and it helps to truly fuel the body with the exact things that it needs to slow that aging process, clear the brain, shrink down the fat cells, and all the things. So let's talk all about this. Number 1, let's talk maturing fat cells. So as I talk about these, I actually like to use this analogy with balloons. I love throwing parties. And did you know that when we get to about our 20s-ish, like we don't actually produce more fat cells. Our fat cells are like balloons. They expand and they contract. And so when we gain weight, our body is basically just growing those fat cells. They're storing things in them and growing them. As you lose weight, you don't actually reduce the number of fat cells in your body. You simply burn the fat stored within each cell, causing them to become smaller. So that means that, and as you think about cells, the cell life and them growing and shrinking, only 5 to 10% of them die each year of our fat cells. But of those 5 to 10%, they are all replaced. So we grow, like they grow, they expand, they contract, but they are replaced. So it's very important that we encourage healthy fat cells. And so how do we do that? How do we take the steps to restrict fat cell growth so that our body percentage is in that BMI is in that good level, and we can truly feel healthy there. So let's talk a little bit about MetaPower Metabolic Blend. This is our amazing blend of essential oils that helps us to make healthy choices, but also shrink those fat cells if needed. We all understand that healthy food and beverage choices combined with regular physical activity can truly reduce the size of existing fat cells. MetaPower Metabolic Blend is uniquely formulated to support our lifestyle choices by helping to curb our hunger cravings between meals. Plus, we're actually in the process of getting some clinical studies published. And so these are preclinical research studies by Roseman University of Health Sciences. They studied the metabolic blend, and it showed that it may inhibit the maturation of new adipose fat cells and the growth of existing fat cells. So essentially, when you have those new ones, they're going to stay that small size, and it also helps to reduce the ones that are not being replaced. And so this is super exciting. Now I'll tell you, this metabolic blend, it works over a period of time. You can't just take it once or twice and think, oh, like I should see results today. It actually goes in, and when you look at the studies, it cleans out those fat cells, which take time. So I want to encourage you to, if you're going to use this, to drink lots of water so you can clean everything out. So there are 4 ways that you can use this product. Well, there's 4 deliveries for it. There's lots of ways to use this. You've got our metabolic gum to help curb cravings. You've got the oil in a soft gel to take on a daily basis. And then you've got the oil in an actual oil. And then these are beadlets. So you can pop them in your mouth if you're feeling a craving. Now, I'll tell you, I love the oil to put topically on the areas where I'm trying to shrink fat cells. It really helps to smooth the skin and shrink down those fat cells. And then I take these internally, and I love the gum. In fact, I've got gum right here on my desk for when I'm working and I'm feeling those cravings. So that is our answer to our first obstacle. Our second obstacle is blood sugar spikes. And this is a huge deal. In fact, I get a lot of people who come in through my YouTube channels. As they come through my YouTube channel, blood sugar is one of the #1 health concerns that people have. So let's talk about blood sugar in regards to, like, I love using this lesson, like driving a car. And in fact, we've taught 3 kids how to drive cars. And so this is a good lesson. Anytime you're driving a car, if you want to think of your body like a car, if you're driving and you're just like pedal to the metal, and then you have to slam your brakes on and then pedal to the metal, there's a lot of jerking, stopping and going. It messes with your brakes, your engine, your transmission. There's just so much that happens, right? It's not healthy for the car. And so think about that in terms of our normal range blood spikes and our spikes, like our big spikes that happen. When you eat processed foods and some of these unhealthy foods, you actually have a big blood spike that happens, blood sugar spike, right after you eat. Now, anytime your blood sugar spikes, guess what happens? It causes aging in our bodies. So one of the best ways to slow that aging process is to slow the spike and try and keep it as level as possible. And this is where MetaPower Assist comes in. So this is our second answer. This helps to decrease post-meal glucose spikes. And the way that this is used is you take it 15 to 30 minutes before your meal, and it goes in and it helps to just minimize that spike that you're having. It also helps to reduce absorptions of simple carbohydrates. And this is super exciting in regards to just how our body is processing carbohydrates. And it also helps with a healthy blood sugar response. That's funny. And then it also stabilizes energy levels throughout the day. So MetaPower Assist is absolutely phenomenal. And that is our answer to our second one, blood sugar spikes. The next one is cellular integrity. Let's talk cellular integrity for a minute. And in fact, I'm actually going to turn this on and I'm going to let you watch this and then we'll talk cellular integrity.
So whenever I was first asked to try out MetaPower, I honestly was kind of wondering, how much would it actually do for me, right? So I was already eating healthy, I already regularly exercise, I'm young, and I'm on all of our oils, all of our supplements, I drink plenty of water, I kind of felt like I checked all of the boxes. And as I started using them by like day 2, I was like, oh, I can tell a difference with this. I have really worked with my blood sugar my entire life. I rarely had an appetite. I was just really never very hungry, and I didn't really feel like eating. And this really affected my energy and mood. I would just really feel like I hit this wall of fatigue. So since I started using the MetaPower products, the most life-changing aspect for me has been the stability in my blood sugar. This was, for me, a newfound freedom. I really noticed improved blood sugar stability on day 2 because I was hungry and I felt like eating, which was really rare for me, honestly. Having improved my appetite, I'm now able to eat more, which has given me even more energy and more stamina. Just the other day, I ran 6.5 miles, which is over double kind of the usual distance that I would do. And I didn't feel fatigued or hit that wall that I normally would have. It honestly felt like I was gliding. I felt stronger, and even at the end, I still felt energetic. I've called this rocket fuel because of all the sustained energy and stamina that it's given me.
Awesome. So let's talk about the product he was talking about that he used. And isn't it interesting that you look at him and you're like, well, that's a skinny guy. Does he need this? And the answer to that is we all need this. And I'm going to explain why right now. So the first thing to understand there are 2 key things about the relationship between aging and cellular integrity. First, collagen is the most abundant protein in the human body. Okay, this is something that I don't think most people know. In fact, I want you to put a 2 in the comments if you knew this. No, I want you to put a 2 in the comments if you didn't know this, because I'm guessing more people didn't know this. Did you know that there are 28 types of collagen? If you knew that, put a 3. If you didn't know that, put a 2. And collagen is the most abundant protein in our bodies. So really crazy, right? 28 types. And you think about all the collagen products that are out there and you're like, wow, do they have a bunch of these different collagen proteins in there? Collagen is a key component of connective tissues that make up our tendons. They make up our like skin, our ligaments, our muscles, and so much more. Collagen gives your skin the elasticity and firmness. It also supports lean muscle and connective tissues. It also gives your body structure and strength. It helps the ligaments in your knees. For example, all of those ligaments in your knees are composed of collagen. It allows your knee to flex, bend, and absorb shock. So while collagen is something that humans and animals produce naturally, The natural production of it drops with age. And this is why there's this huge push to be consuming collagens. Starting about the age 25, as you age, because of lifestyle, things like that, repeated stresses are put on our joints and our muscles, our tendons, and other connective tissues. Even the ever-present force of gravity is constantly taking its toll on our collagen-containing tissues. So now that's number one. Second, as I mentioned earlier, NADH and NAD+ are crucial for mitochondrial maintenance, especially related to our metabolic function. They convert food into energy and offer protection to cellular energy factories. So while your body produces NAD+ and NADH naturally, production begins dropping dramatically around middle age and continues to do so until we die. So without sufficient NAD+ levels in the body, your cells cannot, absolutely cannot generate energy needed to survive and carry out their functions. So basically, without NAD+, we would be on a fast track to death. New research and studies are helping us to better understand how we can supplement and support production of NAD+ in the body, regardless of age. And there are some preclinical studies that suggest supplementing with NNM may increase NAD+, leading to a more youthful function of our cells and our body systems. So I know that that was a lot of big words and acronyms, but you'll understand why I shared all of that with you in just a second. So let's talk about MetaPower Advantage. Now that you kind of have this quick history, let's talk about this revolutionary new product. This is the third step in our MetaPower system. It combines the power of marine collagen, NNM, and 10 other synergistic ingredients to target cellular integrity and health span. This is a powerhouse. This product can replace vital collagens your tissues need and support natural productions of NAD+ in your body, helping you to slow the signs of aging inside and out. The 12 synergistic ingredients in MetaPower Advantage give your cells what they need to support cellular integrity. The result is slower biological aging, firmer, more elastic skin, improved cognitive function, let's get rid of that brain fog, and more lean and muscle and connective tissue, and so much more. This MetaPower Advantage is a game changer. And it's a powdered supplement that you can mix with water in a shaker bottle. You use this daily to help slow those signs of biological aging and really extend that health span. Regardless of your current age, nothing out there is going to even compare to this. And to me, that's like a huge thing. Let's talk a little bit about collagen and like what's out. Some of you may already be taking collagen supplements. In fact, put a 1 in the comments if you are. I would love to just see that. I was taking collagen supplements before this. However, a lot of what you read about the best collagen available is really just good marketing. doTERRA doesn't spend a ton of money on the marketing aspect. We put our money into sourcing the best, purest ingredients available, as well as having the best science to effectively deliver these ingredients to your cells. So let me give you some highlights of the Collagen MetaPower Advantage. And just tell you a little bit about it. First, this is crazy. It is 12 times more absorbable or bioavailable than any other collagen product on the market. 12 times. So when you're supplementing with collagen, bioavailability is very important to consider. When a supplement or nutrient is easily absorbed and used by your body, it's considered bioavailable. The number of grams you read on the label isn't what determines how much collagen your cells will receive after taking it. Bioavailability is what factors in. Okay, that means if you were to give someone regular collagen bottle that maybe you find on Amazon, and you compare the milligram levels, you'll absorb approximately 12 times more in your cells with MetaPower Advantage than the product from Amazon. So pretty crazy. So second, most collagen replacing products only feature 1 or 2 collagen peptides. So often it's for hair, it's for skin. MetaPower Advantage contains 9. Like, this is why it's like there's no other product like this on the market. So, most of them are relevant to skin beauty, elasticity, wrinkles. MetaPower features those types of collagens, but it also includes 7 other unique collagen peptides. Remember, collagen is the most abundant protein in the human body, and there are 28 known types. So supplementing with a wide range of diverse collagen types really helps to promote healthy joint mobility, tissue strength, skin elasticity, mental clarity, and so much more. So you get all the beauty benefits, and you can recover faster from workouts. You can gain an edge with flexibility in your joints. You can move with more ease, no matter what your age. And finally, this part is unique and super important. MetaPower Advantage is hydrolyzed powder format, which means it's activated by you when you mix it in water and consume it. So most pre-packaged liquogen collagens use a process of sterilization in their water-based delivery systems. When they do this, it actually eliminates harmful bacteria, but it also eliminates beneficial active ingredients like vitamins, flavonoids, polyphenols. And despite this process, they are actually less shelf stable than MetaPower Advantage. It also means that they're shipping around a lot of heavy water around the globe, which increases our carbon emissions. MetaPower Advantage is delivered in little packets to you. You only need a little bit of water to activate it. You activate it with cold or room temperature water. Don't put it in hot water. And you consume it as a liquid. And this means your body can easily absorb the stable, non-degraded nutrients without sugar content that accompanies a lot of the prepackaged fruit, prepackaged juice formats that lose a lot of their benefits during the pasteurization. Along with it being powdered, the collagen in MetaPower Advantage is also hydrolyzed, which meaning that it's cut into tiny little tripeptide fragments, which dramatically increases the bioavailability. So doTERRA actually sources, this is a marine collagen, it's sustainably harvest cold water marine fresh or fish in exotic locations like Italy. It's tested more extensively for heavy metals than any other doTERRA supplement. And other collagen products on the market, whether they are from land or marine sources, typically contain about 15 to 35% of the tripeptide content. MetaPower contains 70%. And so you just absorb so much more with this one. So here's just a few of the powerhouse ingredients. This is truly an amazing product. So we've talked about maturing fat cells. We've talked about blood sugar spikes. We've talked about cellular integrity. And I think we've covered a lot about superior supplementations. There's a reason why it's so important for us to truly step into smart supplementation. So let's do a little recap here of the system that we have. First, step 1, we have our metabolic blend. This blend, I recommend that you take 2 to 3 times a day over a long period of time to help shrink those fat cells. You got to give your body some time to replace the fat cells, to shrink them down. I like to take this morning, right when I get up, a little bit right after lunch, and then in the evening. MetaPower Assist is meant to be taken with your largest meal of the day, and you'll want to take 1 to 2 of those 15 to 30 minutes before you eat. MetaPower Advantage is to take 1 sachet per day. I like to take this in the morning because it does help produce energy in your body. So you definitely want to take this so that you don't in the morning, so you don't stay up late at night. So if you want to snap a picture of this, this is a great daily schedule that can help you to really embrace this system. I've been taking this system for about 21 days now, and I'm absolutely loving it. It has been amazing for my brain health. It's been obviously like I usually wear a ton of makeup. I've not been wearing as much makeup lately because my skin just feels fresh and vibrant. Of course, my hair already grew a ton. And I was looking the other day, I'm like, wow, it has grown so much in just the couple weeks. My hair grows really fast normally. And now this is a side effect that I might not like because then I have to go to the salon sooner, but absolutely amazing. I love it. So now let's talk about how you can get this in your home. Many of you know that doTERRA has an amazing membership, just like Costco. So when you go to Costco, you get a membership, you get access to the best products at the best prices. And the cool thing about Costco is they don't require that you come in on a monthly basis, even though I do, and I spend like $1,500 each month. It's ridiculous. Although not that my kids are in college, I hope that we're going to spend less. So doTERRA is like that. You get a yearly membership. It's $35, and you can take advantage of the most pure, most potent products on the planet, the best smart supplementation on the planet, at 25% off when you get a $35 membership. That's for the entire year. We don't tell you when to order or that you have to order a specific amount. We basically are here to educate and empower you with natural solutions. Now, doTERRA has released the MetaPower system. It actually just came out last month or this month, like in the last 2 weeks. So it's like brand spanking new, which is super exciting. And I'm going to show you how to get your own. I'm going to walk you through this right now. So let me share my screen. We're going to go back to this one. There we go. So I'm going to drop in the comments on Facebook and in Zoom. You can follow me to this link, and this video will be uploaded hopefully soon. It's in the process of rendering right now. So you can download the class PDF. And now that I'm seeing that spin, I'm here to show you how to get the product. So I'll make sure this class PDF is working as well in just a moment. So this is the entire MetaPower system. It comes with the Assist, the soft gels, the beadlets, and the oil. And I use all of those in different ways. It also comes with the gum and the Advantage. The cool thing about this is this kit includes a free 1-year membership. So what you'll do is, this is everything that it includes, plus all of my additional bonuses. You'll get access to my education, to my courses. You'll get 21 ebooks. You'll also get access to my private Facebook community. If you click that link, it's going to take you into a cart right here. And in this cart, you can customize it. So the MetaPower system is $179, and it includes everything that you need to get started for this system. Now, if you want to add products, it's very easy right here to add a product. Let's say you wanted to add Serenity, which is one of my favorite oils for sleeping well at night. So we're going to drop Serenity in there. And I want to show you that when you add and you get your product value, your PV, to 180 PV, so you just have to add one small thing, you will get a free bottle of our adaptive capsules. Now, our adaptive capsules are the best solution, I believe, for anyone who has anxiety or depression. If you're trying to manage stress, I keep them everywhere. I've got them on my desk, up by my bed. They're absolutely amazing. I put them in the kitchen so that at any time I can grab them and take one of them. So that is our special for this month. If you're ready to get started and you want to learn more about this system, if you contact me, I can help you get an additional free essential oil. I'll connect you with one of my friends who is participating in an amazing program. And just because we connect you, you'll get a free citrus bliss as well. So that's super exciting. Now, if you get this kit, I'm actually running a 30-day challenge that's starting on Monday for all of our new people who are using this product. We have a ton of people who will be doing this challenge together. It will take place in my Facebook group, not the one, the exclusive oil circle. This will take place in my customer group, where you will get deep education on these products and really how to up-level your wellness just in time for the holidays. You can jumpstart your wellness for the beginning of the year. A lot of times people wait till then. There's no reason to wait until then. We have products that even if you're not eating as healthy as you should be, or you could be, or you want to be, as long as you're taking these, it's going to really help to slow that process of aging. Now you can start that process right now. So when you click through, I'm ready to get my kit, right, or ready to be healthy, it's going to take you here. And this is the simplest process. You just click proceed to checkout. You put your name in. It will ask you where to ship it. You'll put your payment in, and then your order will be on its way. It's truly as simple as that. Now, when you do that, I would love for you to reach out either via Facebook message or text me, and I will connect with you and help you to set up a wellness plan. I want to be here for you to help you learn how to use these amazing products. I am so grateful. 12 years ago, actually, I guess it was like 11 years ago, when I had my stroke, that I had a doctor who cared enough about me to teach me how to truly heal my body. And it didn't start by going to the doctor. Like, that was not the key. That's like the last thing that we should be. I don't want to tell people not to go. If you need to go to the doctor, go to the doctor. But, often we're running to the doctor first. And he encouraged me to eat healthy, to manage my stress, to really work at things at a cellular level, to work out, to have smart supplementation. And because of that, I am where I'm at today. And I'm so grateful for that. I want to invite you to be a part of our amazing essential oil family and to be a part of this amazing journey. We would love to have you in our 30-day challenge. You got to order your products now so that you can be there. We're going to do a lot of measurements and really you'll get a list of like, how do you feel now? How do you want to feel? And then we'll go through the 30 days and evaluate where you're at that point. Thank you so much for being on tonight. Now, one last thing. If you are interested in doing what I do and teach the power of wellness to the world, please connect with me. In fact, I'm going to put my number. This is my business number, 385-250-1995. You can text me. We can set up a time to chat, and I can truly help you to learn what it takes to grow a thriving wellness business. Now, you might look at me and think, okay, could she really help me to do this? So let me tell you, I'm not to brag, but I want to tell you, in case you're wondering if this is something that you should do, why you should partner with me. I have been building a wellness business now for over 11 years. I'm so grateful that I partnered with doTERRA. I chose to partner with doTERRA because I didn't want to have to produce a product that I was in charge of shipping and like all the things, right? When you own your own business, it's really hard to do all the things. And I knew that when I partnered with an amazing company, they would do part of the things, and I could then step into what I do best, which is teaching, which is sharing, educating, and helping people create plans. So when I started, my goal was to make $500 a month. That was my goal. I thought, you know what, if I could make an extra $500 a month, that would be amazing. And it would really benefit our family. And so I began teaching just essentially, this is actually the first new class I've learned to teach in years. And because we have a new product, typically I teach the same class and I have for years and years, but I can help you to learn how to teach this class. It's all scripted. I have all the PowerPoints, and really what you do is you show up as the educator. Now, like I said, I had a goal to, I'm trying to share my screen right now so you can see this, to make $500 a month. And that meant that I needed to share with and create a team of people that was roughly between 30 to 60 people. And that took me about 7 to 8 months. And at that point, I was making about $700 to $900 a month. I was at the premier level and I was making $700, $900 a month. Now, the cool thing about that is I was doing that working 10 to 15 hours a week. And that was a residual income that I could count on all the time. Well, then about 2 years later, I hit gold. And about 2 years after that, I hit diamond. Now, after we hit diamond, we kind of got a little lazy. And my husband quit his job and we raised our teenagers. And about 2 years ago, my team came back to me and said, we need your help. You've done this. You've built to diamond. How do we do this? And so at that point, I realized that I needed to step in and stay committed for the people that I could help create financial freedom. And so I had to set a new goal. And I'm excited to announce that we just hit Presidential Diamond 2 months ago. And we are moving on to, Blue Diamond. Sorry, here I am. We're moving on to Presidential. We're like working very hard. It's not going to take 4 years to get to Presidential like it took to get to Blue Diamond. We're hopefully going to hit that next year. And so if you're interested in growing a wellness business and partnering with somebody who knows how to do this, I have built this business in person, knee to knee, toe to toe, and now I'm building it online as well. And I have a thriving YouTube channel. I would love to teach you that. And when you join my team and you're part of our team, you actually get access to free mentoring and coaching from me. And I do have on the side a marketing business that people pay thousands of dollars to work with me in, and where I teach them how to grow thriving businesses. I've had hundreds of students. And when you join my team, guess what? You don't have to pay for that. So that's one of the benefits that you get to be on. And so if you're interested, please text me. I would love to connect with you. Like I said, the number is 385-250-1995. I'm going to drop this in Facebook for all of our Facebook watchers as well. And I would just love to connect with you and help you to truly see what it takes to grow a thriving wellness business. That's what I'm here for, is to help whoever wants to create financial freedom to truly make a difference in this world. I'm here to help them. Have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for being here, and we will talk to you all soon. See you later. Bye-bye.